What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be real with you guys. I am pleasantly surprised with the Black Ops Tribute event. Honestly, it's nowhere close to being to Modern Warfare 3 2023 levels yet, but it's to be expected, as we all already know, unless, and maybe you don't know, but the majority of you do know, that a lot of this content is made pretty much a year prior. So this content isn't being made as, we're speaking right now. And every single time we come out and say that we want more content and these events are lackluster, there's not really much they can do about it. And I guarantee there's probably only a skeleton team working on Black Ops 6, and the vast majority of the major devs are on BO7 right now. So a lot of the things that probably need to be coded to, fit what we want current date in Black Ops 6, more than likely can't happen. But out of every single event that we have gotten within this game so far, hands down, the Black Ops Tribute event is the best in my personal opinion, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly why. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here at 8 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, I'll link that channel down in the description of this video. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this event is nowhere close to being Modern Warfare 3 2023 levels. But in all reality, the only time we will see if Treyarch is going to listen to us when we say we want more content is with Black Ops 7. We could scream it, every single event. It's not going to change anything for Black Ops 6. The game is done. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it's already been developed. All the content has been developed. They're moving on to the next. So we have to wait to see if they're going to listen to, our concerns about having it fit the Modern Warfare 3 2023 narrative of how content should be produced. But compared to all the previous events that we have had, this is hands down the best one. Every event that we get in Black Ops 6 has been just flooded with stickers, with maybe one perk at our disposal. And again, like I said, the rest are stickers. No skins, no camos, no actual cool looking operators, none of the above. But this event is actually packed with some more decent content. Again, some of the things I can find myself not using, like for example, the knife blueprint. It looks cool. I'll be honest, it still looks cool, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. Or the rest stop emote, which is going to be an emote that you can use within the game, or as end of the game winning screen, emote that you could do. So on and so forth. Some of these things don't really appeal, I guess, but it's not stickers, and I am very thankful for that. Again, we can complain and complain and complain, but when something good happens here, then I'm going to go ahead and critique it in that light, and they definitely gave us more things than just pointless stickers and also calling cards. On top of that, you also unlocked a thermite grenade, you got an MP5 aftermarket part, you got a brand new perk that allows you to panic knife, you get a nail gun, and you also get the John Black Ops operator skin, which looks absolutely outstanding. I am literally in love with that operator, and I need to unlock it as soon as possible. And also, I don't know if I think I mentioned this, but the death machine as well as a kill streak. I mean, guys, just based off of that list of things I just said there, that's more stuff packed into an event than we have seen in the previous 3 seasons, probably all combined. More than likely, we get like 1 to 2 things in each event, and like I said, the rest is filled with stickers, and a lot of the stuff they put into the event are useless anyways. But in the first time for the whole lifespan of Black Ops 6, I actually have an event that I personally want to grind. Every event was grinded for content so I can make a video. And each event has left me disappointed, as you guys can look back and hear my opinions. For the first time, I log into this event and I'm like, okay, I actually want to grind. I want to slap people with a nail gun. I want to run the John Black Ops, operator skin. I want that MP5 conversion kit, which I actually hear is very good. Thermite grenades, why not introduce it into the game? It's something new to use, something fun to play with, something toxic and, different to use in the casual environment, right? And to be completely honest with you guys, I understand a lot of people are going to say emotes are useless, but I would much rather get emotes that I can use at the end of the game or in-game than more stickers. You guys get what I'm saying here? Like I said, these content drops aren't as good as Modern Warfare 3 2023. And I'm not rating this off of comparing it to Modern Warfare 3 2023. I'm rating this based off of all the events we've had in Black Ops 6. That's it. That's the only way I'm rating this overall event here. And again, I would much rather have emotes than, a bunch more calling cards or stickers that I will never touch a day in my life. The only downside that I can see to a lot of this content is, one, there's still no weapon camos that are being distributed through these events, which I think is a huge missed opportunity. But like I said earlier, what can we say? We can complain as much as we want, but this content is already done. They're moving on to BO7. We're probably not going to see any major changes to that and getting major camo, updates and so on and so forth. But I'm going to say it anyways. You guys know me. I'm still going to express my opinions, and I think it's a massive missed opportunity to drop animated camos throughout these events to lure people back into the experience. That was one of the main reasons why a lot of people hop back in to Modern Warfare 3 on a weekly, basis. Not only did you get a brand new aftermarket part and something fun to play with every week, but you had to complete those challenges to not only get some in-game camos, but also at the end of all of these challenges, at 15 plus weeks, you will get the ultimate camo goal, but you have to play every week's worth of challenges, and that encourages you to come back in and play. I don't know. I think it's just missed, potential here, but again, comparing it only to Black Ops 6, I would still say it's cool, but personally, I think a weapon skin would work nicely. Also, the fact that it's another XP event, once again, something that can't be changed because they moved on to Black Ops 7, but I'm going to critique it regardless. I'm going to be fair about these things. XP events are just so mind-numbing. Absolutely mind-numbing. Easy to do, of course. I mean, all you got to do is play the game. But I like when events feel like events, and a lot of the events in Black Ops 6 just feel like mini content drops locked behind XP grinds instead of them actually being events. Again, I don't expect this to change much throughout the upcoming season, Season 4, Season 5, and even if we get up to Season 6. I don't really expect anything to change here. We're probably just going to keep getting the same XP, events and maybe some challenge events here and there, but that's it. That's all pre-planned. But I'm hoping that with BO7, this is something they change around. And I'm also hoping that since they gave us so much content in this event, that doesn't mean the upcoming events are going to have absolutely nothing. I'm really hoping that that is not the case here. Because, like I said, there's good stuff in here. I'm shocked with how much that we are able to unlock with this event without it being calling cards, and freaking emblems, so on and so forth. It's actual, real content. I'm hoping that they didn't strip from everything in the future, but only time will tell. Regardless, I am actually happy with this one, and I see myself returning to try to finish out all this content because I genuinely want it. And on top of the content, they added in a couple of game modes. First and foremost, 10v10 S&D, which is alright. I'm not too much of an S&D guy anymore. I used to be back in the day, but I'm more so a respawn type of guy. But Demolition got added into the mix, and I am absolutely freaking in love. I love Demolition, and it plays pretty good in Black Ops 6. I will say, though, it's not the best playing game mode because a lot of the maps are just ridiculously small. Again, Demolition plays better when you're on medium to large because the spawns don't flip. In Demolition, there's a defensive team and an offensive team. And at the end of the day, you can't have them flip because if they flip, it'll be easier for offense to be able to get closer to the bomb and be able to, so on and so forth. It's a lot of bad things that could happen. So the spawns are pretty set. And with, oh my goodness, I could just flash it up for you guys right here. Look at this one on Babylon. I'm sorry, this is just so funny to me. They can't go anywhere. I know Demolition has always been notorious for spawn trapping. That's what makes it so popular, and that's why I love it. But this is not spawn trapping. This is what you call, ladies and gentlemen, abuse, okay? This right here is abuse, and this is pretty much almost all the maps because all the maps are pretty much the same size as Babylon. It's rough. On the bigger maps, though, it plays outstanding, and I'm really happy to see Demolition return. And I'm just really hoping that this is not a limited time mode. This should be in the core rotation. There's so many awesome modes that were permanent modes back in OG COD. And I'm getting kind of tired of them, removing the good modes, but keeping odd modes in the rotation permanently. It doesn't make any sense to me. Leave Demolition. I am absolutely begging you. Leave Demolition. It is so much fun. It's such a shakeup and it's a nice twist for respawn modes within Black Ops 6. And so far, everybody that I've played it with is having a blast. Even despite the spawns, it's just a lot of fun to play with a group of friends. But ladies and gentlemen, I gotta give Treyarch credit where credit is due. They did a decent job when it comes to the Black Ops Tribute event. There's stuff that you can actually grind for, things that I want to play with. The death machine, having the MP5 conversion, going to be able to run around with the nail gun, being able to play as, John Black Ops as an operator skin. Even if people are curious about the thermite grenade or even changing up to a perk where you can have, classic, panic knifing returning, which is going to be kind of funny, especially in Search and Destroy if you can camp it out, just run up on people and slap them with the panic knife every now and then. I don't think it's going to be the most useful perk in the world, but the point being made here is there is a lot of stuff that is worth grinding for. I'm kind of shocked I'm saying that, but for the first time, yes, this event is, actually stuffed with decent to good content. And I'm happy about that. So, I got to give Treyarch credit like I said, where credit is due. You guys did a decent job here. I still expect a lot more when it comes to BO7. A tremendous amount more, especially if that's going to be considered the quote-unquote DLC, just like how Modern Warfare 3 2023 was to Modern Warfare 2 2022. I better see a ridiculous amount of content, the best events ever, DLC, up the wazoo. But for Black Ops 6 standards, after all the suffering we just went through, this is actually good. And I'm not saying that because of all the suffering that we went through. I'm saying that even comparing back to other events in different COD games, even Modern Warfare 3 2023, this is a good standard of content to distribute in an event. It truthfully is, and I'm happy that we have hit this level, but I'm very worried that this level won't last. We've been proven time and time and time again that they like to set the bar high and then never meet it. As weird as that sounds, Activision is notorious for this. They, like, for example, Vanguard, they dropped with what, like close to 16 launch maps? And then after that, they dropped Modern Warfare 2 2022, and we go all the way back down to like, what, 8 or 9 or something like that? Like, yeah, they are notorious for setting the bar and then never hitting it again. So we'll see. We'll see how things unfold, but, in this current moment, even playing Demolition is just tons of fun. I don't know. I'm having a good time with this event. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget subscribing at that bell. I post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, go link that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.